Shalom.
Shalom.
Amen. We're the Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out, week in and week out, and prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, as well as to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, which is starts with the 144,000, the elect men, the true prophets of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shah, as well as the rest of the one-third, which consists of men, women, and children. Okay, so with that being said, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakudash. A double honor to the elder apostles and other bishops of Great Millstone, who very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the occupant of the gospel of truth and sincerity to the best of their ability given to them by Yahweh Shemel Shai, the 144,000 elect men, again, the prophets of the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai. Peace, blessing, scattered abroad. May the election Yahweh Shemel Shai will welcome for your houses.
Hey, come, man. Hey, shalom. To you brothers, man, you sisters that are out there are ultimately keeping watch for the things that are going on around you and measuring the time diligently in itself. Okay, as we know, man, us of the household of faith, we understand that we're in very beautiful times, man. All different types of end time prophecies are coming to pass at a very rapid rate.
Right.
See, we understand that we're coming to the time of Jacob's trouble, okay, where it's going to be mass death, man, mass judgment. All right, mournings on all sides, people crying their eyes out and sobbing because of the condition that the world is going to be in. All right, but right now, Yahweh Bashim al-Shah, before those up and coming calamities, has his prophets out here on the highways and the byways, preaching his gospel, man, lifting their voice up like a trumpet. Okay, you see, and warning the people of the things that are about to come. But you want to grab that? Yeah,
it's Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Right. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
That's right, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that's exactly what we're doing, man.
Right.
We're giving you people warning. And usually a warning, what I'm saying, isn't something, that's all about fun and games. Right now, the warning is going out. It's an alarm being blown right now.
Right.
Through this word being pushed, through this gospel being preached. Okay? And we understand that this alarm that the man sounded is ultimately letting you know it's people alert. Time to come.
Right.
These people in the world just go about their everyday life like nothing's going on in the world, as if everything is just going to continue the way it is. People are just going to wear masks for the rest of their life, and that's just how it's going to be. No, we're in the time right now of prophecy, man. Okay, and more prophecies are to come. Again, hence the title, "The Times Ahead of Us." Okay, you see, so we're ultimately warning you, warning the whole world, man, of what's to come. What we understand what the elect's going to believe and report.
The brother was saying, a lot of people are not out here watching. A lot of people are not out here, as it says in Ephesians 5 and 17, or 5:15 says, walk ye circumspectly, not as fools, but but as wise, man. So hey, the Lord Yahweh Shai told us to look around and pay attention to what's going on. A lot of people, when you have those horse carriers, what do? They put those side blinders on the horse. Why? Because they want them to go in the direction they want them to go. Yeah. Wherever that horse goes, or whatever the horse sees, the horse is going to ultimately go there. Just like when you're walking, wherever your foot is pointed is wherever you're headed, right? So that they put those blinders on the horse because they want them to ultimately go into a straight path. So Edom has blinded you people, like I said, the God of this world has blinded them, man. Esau Edom has put blinders on you people, man. And he did that by way of establishing a lazy, slothful, wicked lifestyle, man. Where everybody else, when Esau Edom does his thing, he does it by come down you people, man. Put blinders on you people, so that way, whatever's in front of you is basically whatever you see, man. You people are simple, man. Yeah. You people don't look past, face value, man.
Yeah. People are more prone to believe in the lie than they are to believe in the truth, and the truth is right in front of you, man.
Right.
Yes, we say we cry the loud, shows the voice in the streets.
Right.
See, brothers out here in different videos that brothers post on the internet. The internet has been a major tool that Yahweh Bashim Shai set up through the spirit for this gospel to go out at such a heavy rate, man.
Right.
See? And ultimately, hey, we're in the time of prophecy, and the men of the Lord are not going to keep their mouth silent. If you want to grab 2 Ezra 15 and 1. Okay? Because the forefront of this ministry is prophecy, man. Yahweh Shai, he came to fulfill prophecy, and he always mentioned, all right, that all prophecy must be fulfilled, man. All things must be fulfilled. Right. You see, so Yahweh Shai came in the same spirit that the prophets, that the spirit of prophecy, man.
Right. In second Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1 it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashmiel Shai."
Right, man. How Bashmiel Shai is putting these words in our mouth, and we're not doing this of ourselves. This is not of us.
Right.
Okay, like it says, man, it's not you that speaks, but the Father which is in you that speaks, man.
Right.
Okay, so the Heavenly Father is literally speaking through his men on these streets.
Right.
Every single day. You got brothers posting every single day. But the point being, the prophets are prophesying. When you go into that word prophesying, it's saying before.
Right.
Okay, and what are we saying before it comes to pass, man? Prophecy. Prophecy, man. All right, the future events that are to come. All right, these people in the world don't believe. You know?
It says, verse 2, "It caused them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true."
Right.
Verse 3 says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them that speak against thee."
Right, man. See, so and that word incredulity goes into unbelief. Okay, it's Romans 14:5 tells you that we have to be fully persuaded in our mind, man. Okay, and stand firm for what you believe in. Because it's coming into the time where your faith is going to be put to the test. All right, more than it is every day. The ultimate test is coming in the time of Jacob's trouble, man.
Right.
Martial law, FEMA camp, Esau, Edom coming in like a flood, which we're going to get into, man. Okay, see the MARK of the beast being forced, all right, on you to where just like we see these mandates, you're not able to certain areas in the world, you're not able to go into businesses, you're not able to go and purchase things unless you have proof of that jab. And that's ultimately gradualism, a step-by-step process to that time when that chip comes into play. Right. And that's the time that we're in.
Right. I might say, they if you think that the times that we're in right now, are ultimately hard, going back to the lockdown that happened in America, people losing their jobs and that financial instability, within each and every household, as well as when you got back out of that lockdown, you know what I mean, the lack of supplies, the lack of material that you had to continue to do your work or your job sufficiently and efficiently. If you think that, and which ultimately causes people to be laid off, and have to look for new jobs. If you think the times that we're in is hard, the scriptures tell you what, Matthew 24, the 8th chapter, behold, all these are the beginning of sorrows, right? So we're in the beginning stages of sorrows,
yeah.
Man, and as we see, day by day, week by week, month by month, everything gets harder, man. Everything gets more draconian, man. And you got Esau Edom out here, speaking as a dragon, damn near every day now, man. He's coming out with a new saying, another draconian type, I guess verbiage. You know what I mean? It's really at the point, that if he don't speak draconian, that would be a surprise, man. And we're gonna see, more and more are we starting to see so ultimately turn his speech into action,
Yeah, because this devil knows he has but a short time.
Right.
I'm going to grab that real quick.
Yeah.
12. You know what I'm saying? Because, everything that's written in the Holy Scriptures, man, is going to come to pass concerning prophecy, man. Scripture said that his word would not go out void. Isaiah the 55th chapter, but it would accomplish that whereunto he sent it. He would do all of his pleasure.
John, this Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he hath but a short time."
Yeah, man, his time is up. His time of rulership is coming to an abrupt end, man. All right, so he's gonna come down with that great wrath upon the Israelites, man. These so-called Israelites, Native American Indians. Okay, and I want to say this too, real quick. These brothers out there that are teaching, man, you have to count the cost. All right, you have to understand what you're a part of, man. This work that we're going through here in Power Yahweh Shai, it deems us criminals, man. It deems us terrorists, extremists, our enemies to this world. All right, we already know how Esau handles his enemies, man. He was sport, the modern day sport is done, which he's going to use in the time when he comes down with that great wrath. All right, and it's not going to be pretty. The prophets that are set up right now in the world do not prophesy to prosperity. It's contrary to your what your Christian pastor is doing, man. Right now, we're preaching of war, evil, and a pestilence, man, bad times. When you break down that one people, time it'll be past the bad times what's coming at the planet Earth, especially compared to Babylon the Great. Still we're not going to spare none. Grab that signal.
Well, I mean, the times that are coming, it's going to be okay, yeah. Esau Edom, was he's preparing, for these, and he has been preparing. Going back 10, 20, 30 years, Esau Edom is, he's ultimately been preparing and setting up little decrees that people didn't know about, beforehand, leading up to this time, man. So Esau Edom, has had his new world order, in his mind, basically since the beginning, man. And he's been making baby steps, to ultimately, for a certain period of time, he's been taking those baby steps so that when time comes, hey, he's justified in doing what he's doing, man. Because it says he come down having great wrath because he had to pass for a short time. So he's able to come down having great wrath because he set up certain things that allow him to go. And the elder apostle Gabar was talking about this. What is it called? It's called the Noah Hines law, which goes in which allows Esau Edom to do what, man? For those that resist the jab, resist any kind of required I guess activity that Esau Edom ultimately establishes, like taking a jab or testing or whatever it may be, right. Whether it be past or present, if you resist it, hey, then Esau Edom is legally allowed to actually behead you, because this is what this again, he has been making baby steps, really under you people's noses, man, to forward his agenda, and a lot of people, again, people are blind. People don't pay attention to what's going on, man. People are not, they're not walking circumspectly. They're not looking around. They're not doing a diligent search to understand, one, who's ruling over them. How can you sit there and not know the mindset of the ruler that you're under, man? When you go to vote for somebody to be over you and to rule your country, and you should know their mindset, man. You should know them. You should do a diligent search on that person, man, and understand who they are, before you ultimately make a decision on, okay, I want this person to be, my president or my, basically king, man. You people don't pay attention to none of that, nor do you care, Why? Because Esau Edom has established that lazy, slothful mentality within you. That vibration. Right, man.
Just back to brother, man. The devil, like the Noahide law that me and brother were watching across. But they basically have a law set up to where we refute it. Head like the folks into, man. I just want to get that with scriptures. This is Daniel chapter 8 verse 25. And through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Comment, it says, and through his policy shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. So he sets certain laws just so he can be justified and not look like he's guilty, or like he's the villain. All right, but he's the ultimate villain, man. He's the villain of villains. Okay, you see, so all these laws that are setting up are going to be executed here in these last days, man, when they come down with that great wrath.
Right. If I may add, he also, like it says, he shall. Matter of fact, can you read that again,
Daniel 8 and 25, and through his policy also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Right, because craft, it goes into, basically his skill or his level of skill at being deceitful, man. Because again, you look at all these laws that they established, that they put forth, these decrees that these unrighteous decrees that they ultimately established. And I guess what does it do, man? It has you people thinking one way, but in reality, his intentions are completely over here, man. They're completely left, He'll tell you that everything is right, everything is good, everything is okay. But then again, he established that law so that way he can benefit. He doesn't care about the people. He doesn't care about your health or anything like that. He cares about his agenda, man. So he does that through his laws, man.
Yeah.
If you go on a little bit.
And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many.
And by peace shall destroy many. So again, what does he do? He establishes some type of peace, man. And gets you people to ultimately consent to it, man. And what happens? You people are had in derision, and that goes right into this precept, man. He already read that, so I'm gonna read this. It's the second Esdras, the 16th chapter, the 69th verse. It says, "And they that consent unto him shall be had in derision and a reproach and trodden underfoot." Now that's really dealing with, or that can be used as, Esau Edom using his microchip, man. Getting you people to consent to it by saying, hey, this is what does it do? It makes your life more convenient.
Yeah.
It makes it more, where you don't have to carry as much. You got people carrying their wallets and purses and this, that, and the third, and you don't have to carry none of that. All you gotta do is scan in. You have that fucking chip blondie, basically showing everybody that it makes your life more. When in reality, hey, that shit leads to your destruction, man.
And there was one article I was reading yesterday, how this dude who was blind and they implanted 2 chips in his eyes, like right where his right in the center of his eye, and he was actually able to see.
Right.
So these devils, they're very deceitful, and they're going to use these different technological advances to ultimately encourage you and entice you to bow down to their image, man. All right. That's why it says in Proverbs 1 and 10, if sinners entice thee, you sit down not. All right. When you go into that word enticing, into offering, tempting or luring somebody by offering a pleasure or reward. That's exactly what the devil is going to do. They're going to tempt you and lure you into a trap by offering you that cheese. It's like a rat, man, or a mouse. That's why it says those that can say unto them to be had in the rich and shot under foot. Right. So even if you do bow down to these devils, like the brother saying, they're not really thinking about your best interests, man.
Right.
They can really care less. The ones that truly care about you are the true men of the Lord that are out here these things to come. All right, and this is true love, right? This is a labor of love.
Right.
All right, we truly care about the sheep, man. These people in the world don't care about y'all. They display it openly every day.
Right. True, man.
Actually, speak out of the word, man. Us warning our people is the best thing. This is the only thing that our people need is the warning of what to do, of what's coming, of what to do, how to get right.
Right. But a lot of our people are not gonna take heed, man. Yeah. A lot of our people are gonna consent to that. But then again, you have a lot of people that are not, part of this gospel, not part of this faith, that are not going to, ultimately consent to this devil, man. And that's why he's gonna have to come down having great wrath, man. And Esau Edom is gonna, because again, he's gonna get some people on board, but he needs more than just some, man. Esau Edom's whole goal is to get everyone on board, man. And that's ultimately where, where his him coming down, it starts to take place, man. If I may, I gotta keep reading this. Yeah, this is it says Second Esdras 16 and verse 70. It says, "For there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord," man. And really, this is dealing with all Israel, man. Because again, these devils, they don't understand who who the elect are, man. They know that Israel as a whole is starting to wake up to who they are. So what are they going to do, man? They're going to come down having great wrath upon all Israel, man. And they're coming down using their sword, man. It's not going to be them begging and pleading everybody to get with their program. No, it's going to be them coming in, kicking your doors, and forcing you, man. That's why it says in the next verse, it says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none," man. Whether you're a child, whether you're old, whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't matter, man. These damn devils are ruthless, and it goes all the way back to Deuteronomy the 28th chapter. The Lord Yahweh Shai literally told us that they were going to be like this, and guess what? They're going to just like, hey, there's nothing new under the sun, man. Just as back then they were like that, hey, they're going to do the same thing in this time, man. Coming soon.
The same spirits come back. this is all about
right.
hey, that's why, hey, Paul's all your help us start with the truth. Like the Lord willing, we've always been doing it, man. Spirit of the prophet is subject to the prophet. Never
God. I'll read verse 71 again, 2 Ezra 16:71. It says, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. And it's gonna be mass murder out here, man. Esau Edom is he's a ruthless devil, man. Yeah. You look at how Esau Edom, even treats himself. The scriptures tell you, if he does not good to himself, to whom he will do good, man. If Esau Edom don't even treat himself good, starting with the elites on down, and the elites don't even care about the regular peon Edomites, man. So what the hell makes you think he's gonna care about you so-called black Hispanic Americans, man? All the way down to the regular peon Edomites, man. These regular Edomites out here, hey, they'll backstab their family members in a fucking heartbeat, man. Matter of fact, a heartbeat is too slow for them. You know what I mean? They'll backstab their family members quicker than a fucking heartbeat, man.
That's why, what I'm saying, a lot of people are like, oh, they're not, I think they've changed. I think they've learned from what they've done. That's like that. We had that one, on that Twitter.
Oh yeah.
And,
Candace Owens or whatever her name is.
Yeah, man. She was like, yeah, I hope. They should be talking against the people who were giving him shit for what he did.
Yeah, saying that he should get reparations for being talked bad about and this, that, and the third, and you know what I mean. He's saying he's an innocent kid, and he straight up killed 2 tanks, man. Cold blood, man. Cold fucking blood, walking through the middle of the street, gunning them down, man. He had absolutely no reason to do that, man.
Yeah.
But this Jake woman is gonna walk through because hey. Stupid, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the Lord Yahweh Shemashah said what? He deprived them of understanding and imparted not unto them wisdom, man. What the paraphrase that scripture, man. Hey, so they don't have none of these fucking women out here fucking know what the fuck's going on for that matter, man. But for her to say that shit, that's bugged out, man. You got Brother Wawai Yasharala talking about, I hope she's there, man. And she very well could be, man. Because she's a fucking devil, man. Saying some shit like that, man.
And it's not in these devils too good, as it says in Jeremiah 13th chapter. Like an Ethiopian change the spots, right? Or an Ethiopian skin or left their spots, then can they do good that are accustomed to do evil?
Right.
It's impossible, man. That's not what they were set up to do, man. And we understand all the movie of how about outside this life. Everybody has a role to fulfill, and his is the weak of the earth.
Right. And you best believe when he comes down, it's gonna be nothing but mass fucking murder.
Yeah.
It's gonna be mass fucking murder. I got one more verse. This is 2 Ezra 16:72. It says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their house.
Yeah, man. They're gonna come back and brother was saying, they're not gonna knock on your door like Jehovah's Witness, man, and hope you answer it. You're not gonna be able to peek out the blinds and see Esau, 30 deep military bulletproof vest, combat boots. All right, all these different technology. They got AR-16s. You're not gonna be able to look out the window and be like, nah, I'm going back to school. I'm a pass.
Right.
So you're not gonna be able to pass, man. They'll have every single neighborhood mapped out, every single townhouse or apartment, wherever you live, they have every single in and out mapped out, man. That's why we pray to Yahweh Shah with the acknowledgement of the time to come that he protect us and our families.
Right, man. And not only that, hey, you got this thing that they've been pushing out for, since like the early 2000s, man. You got that social footprint that's ultimately being, everybody has a social footprint, man. You can go in and type your name in and see what kind of social media sites that you've been a part of, throughout your life, or you'll find pictures that you haven't seen in a fucking decade, Hey, they got everything about you logged into the internet, man.
Yeah.
Whether you like to think about it like that or not, man, or a conspiracy. No, this is fucking facts, man. It's the absolute truth. Why? Because this damn devil, like it says, and they mark my steps, man. So they're ultimately tracing us, tracking us down, man. And what do? You take log of those trails. Okay, I had, and this is in the sense of actually hunting, man. When you're hunting a deer, you look at the tracks, right? You mark, okay, I was at, this latitude, this longitude, I found these tracks. You go and you walk for another hour, okay, this latitude, this longitude, I got these, I found dung, you know what I mean? And then so on and so forth, you're ultimately tracking them out, man, And that's what Esau Edom is doing to us, man. He's tracking us by our social footprint. We're leaving literal footprints on where we've been, what we do, our regular, you wake up at this time, you go to sleep at this time, you go to the bathroom at this time, you're in the bathroom for about fucking 10, 15 minutes. Hey, they got everything mapped out, man, not just your neighborhood.
Yeah.
But they got everything mapped out, man. They got you mapped out as who you are. They got your characteristics mapped down, on who you are. Okay, this person is more more pessimistic. This person's more optimistic. This person's more energetic. This person's more lazy. They got everything about you mapped out, man. The government has everything on you, man. They know exactly how much you weigh. They know where you're going right now. They know why you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Come on, the government knows everything, man.
There was I believe there was like a video or article I read where they were talking about like trying to get technology to understand people's thoughts, like to hear their thoughts. I mean, why would you want to hear somebody's thoughts, man? That's really just the mentality of the devil. He wants full control. And Esau Edom has reached the peak of his pride where he actually believes the Most High.
Right, man.
Hey, that's why it says in Psalms 14 chapter, first verse, the fool has said in front that there is no God.
Right.
See, that's why he's trying to. Hey, that's why he's making all these laws to try to get all the control over the people, but it's not going to work. Both sides he's gonna see as balance. He saw as balance he cannot pass. The right where he thinks he's gonna get to the. All his plans are gonna be mapped out. It's over for him.
Oh, man, you gotta think, man. There's so many. Esau has mastered the carnal level on every plane, man. He was given the fatness of the earth, and he was given one of the greatest carnal minds of all time, man. Esau Edom has created, goggles for his military headset where he can see around a fucking corner, man.
Yeah.
And those. I can't remember what fucking movie it was. It was like Resident Evil or something. They had the gun, but she pulled it out. The gun folded around the corner, and she was able to shoot around the corner.
Yeah.
Come on, you telling me they ain't got no bullets like that, man, or no guns like that?
There's no stone.
Come on, man. Esau Edom is gonna when you think about all this stuff, man. Esau Edom's got an exoskeleton, man, just like Black Ops. Why do you think they put it in movies, man, or in video games? Because there is some form or fashion of whatever's in these movies and video games. Esau Edom has a version of that, man. And when push comes to fucking shove, when Esau Edom comes down, hey, you people are fucked, man, because Esau's gonna pull out everything that he has, man. It's gonna be like complete fucking destruction and slaughter out here, man. You people are not fucking ready for this shit, man. That's why the Lord Yahweh Shai, that's why scriptures tell you the Yahweh Shai is gonna raise up that standard, because if we don't have that standard, hey, we're all gonna be destroyed, man. When Esau Edom comes to force this shit, and those that don't want to comply, hey, you're gonna be fucking put to death, man. You're literally, there's nothing that you can do. Esau Edom again has mastered the carnal level on every fucking plane, man. He has mastered the sword. That's how it tells you. And he shall live by the sword, man. Esau Edom has mastered the use of his blessing, man, on every level. So there's nothing that you can do, because the Israelites didn't get that blessing of the sword. That's why you got Jakes out here trying to sit here and be good with the gun and this, that, and the third.
It's not gonna work.
It's not gonna work, man. And you got that one Jake that has the dreads and he got all the colorful guns and stuff.
What his daughter?
Yeah. Hey, he might even be a terror, man. His love for fucking guns and shit. He looked like a Jake, but he might be a terror, man, because he loves the gun so damn much. And when you hear some of his in the background, when he shoots that gun, hey, it's ding, 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 he's hitting his target like Esau would, man. You watch all those videos of Esau Edom shooting his gun, and you hear him hit the target from hundreds of yards away, man. And that Jake, the so-called Jake, the Jake look-alike, which possibly could be a terror. I believe he could be a terror, and he's hitting his target every single time, man. So Esau Edom is just in him, whether he looks like a Jake or whether he obviously looks like himself or any other nation he looks like. If it's an Israelite or if it's an Edomite, and you best believe his blessing was that damn gun, and he's gonna be the best at it, man.
Yeah. You've been like videos from like little 8-year-old girls, like there's still one more con. There's a video I was seeing, little girl, she was like 9 years old, had a rifle, and she was getting all the targets like 65 man.
Oh
She
yeah.
was hitting them all. She had the little goggles on. You know, she was taking the recoil.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's literally in these devils, you know what I'm saying, to ultimately use that sword, like the brother's saying. So, you know, when Esau comes down, a lot of what's going to happen that day, they're going to get destroyed, because that's going to be their judgment. They're going to be numbered to that sword between Isaiah 65. Yep. You know, matter of fact, I want to finish that off.
We'll grab this and we'll come back.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking and nobody's listening. The only people that are listening are the ones that have been predestinated for the foundation of the world. Or if we receive this truth, man. 144,000 men, the 1/3 of children, okay, who are listening closely to what the Lord is saying in the last days.
I'll start at verse 11. This is Isaiah 65, verse 11. It says, "But ye are they that forsake the Lord Yahweh Shai, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that truth, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number." God, yeah, and you know, a lot of our people, man, like it says, in darkness shall be chosen rather than light. You know, our people literally pave way and accept and are okay with iniquity within their lives, man. You know, they're okay. They're okay with, you know, being wicked. They're okay with being poor. You know, Esau Edom tells them to do this, and they quick, fast, in a hurry do it, man. You know, no matter what it is, no matter if it's wicked as hell, no matter if it's, you know, which obviously it ain't gonna be righteous, you know. So you people are gonna do it, man. You would rather look at the law, statutes, amendments that the prophets are out here telling you to follow, you know, warning you to follow, you know, and saying, hey, these are the things that you need to follow. And you look at those things, and you say, oh, nah, those are boring. We don't, you know, you're not living if you're doing those. Hey, well, that's okay, man. You know, because again, it's not made for everybody to take heed, man. Scripture says that only a remnant shall return, man. This is not for everybody. To follow the law, statutes, amendments, Yahweh is not for everybody. But everyone that does not follow these law, statutes, amendments is going to be numbered to that sword, man. When he's going to come down, it's going to be gruesome, man. Isaiah 65, verse 12, it says, "Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not."
Right, man. Yeah, I was watching outside those minutes, really saying, hey, here, this is the way, walk in it, man.
Right.
All right, you know, and all these things, like the keeping of, you know, the commandments to the best of our ability and faith, it's not, you know, so Most High can just, you know, make us born, man. Hey, we got to really solve the earth, man. You know, he says the laws on grievous, they're not hard to keep. You know, we understand that we can't keep them all being in this flesh and in this captivity. So again, we the best of our ability and faith. All right, you see, but hey, again, our people don't, they don't want to be benefited, man. You know, I mean, just look at your life here in America, man. Where are you benefiting, man? You know, I mean, different Jakes, you know, you talk to them, all they want to do is just make more money, man, to work more, man, slave more.
Right.
Or, you know, you work so much, you know, some Jakes working 7 days a week, barely have time to rest.
Israel's a homeborn slave.
Homeborn slave, man. I mean, why would you want that life? Why not serve Yahweh Shai? And of course, you're going to have some suffering. All right, you know what I'm saying? Being in this life, keeping it in general, you're going to suffer, man. All right, but the difference between us and the rest of Jakes in the world is that we're suffering for righteousness' sake. You know, suffering, making our bodies a living sacrifice. You know, no matter what it comes down to. All right, pretty soon.
He got all them tires on top of his car, but then one of them is side down.
They're all gonna fall off. Jake is through.
Jake is
hey, here's a path of light. Trees and this and everything green. And then there's a left-hand side path. Y'all you see a darkness and a fucking like a wolf in the background and shit.
Trees dead and
trees dead, no grass, is dirt, you know what I mean? The little owl, you know, and shit. Woo, yeah, woo. You gonna go left, man. You know, we tell our people to go right, you want to go left. You know, but again, brother said it's only been for 11 to get it between 12 and 2.
Come on. Let me go back to this. The second address, because again, when Esau comes in like that flood, man, when he comes in like a madman sparing none, hey, who do you think he's gonna get? Yeah, he's gonna get you Jakes that didn't want to take you for words of the Lord Yahweh Shai, because again, that is gonna be your judgment. You know, and not everybody is gonna bow down to the slaughter, you know, by the hand of Esau Edom, you know, which is the sword of the Lord Yahweh Shai, pursuant to Psalm 17:13, right? So when the Lord Yahweh Shai uses his sword, uses Esau Edom, hey, but a lot of you fakes are gonna get taken out like that, man. You know, not every one of y'all, but a lot of y'all, a huge cut of y'all are gonna get taken out that way.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 5. Oh, Assyrian, the rod of mine anger.
Right, and the ancient Syrians, actually the modern day Assyrians are Edomites, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, Assyrian, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand is mine indignation.
Right, that goes into the righteous anger, man.
Yeah.
And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to use those Edomites to come down upon you 2/3, man. You know.
It says, I will send him against the hypocritical nation, or Israel, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil, to take the prey, to tread them down like the mire of the streets.
And that's exactly what he saw Edom's going to do. Ecclesiastes 1-9, he had already done that, but guess what? It's going to happen again. That which hath been is that which shall be. So the same thing is going to happen again in times ahead. You know? Yeah. You people are not paying attention, man. The Lord Yahweh is putting it plainly to y'all, man. But as I said, ways of playing into the holy and a stumbling block to the wicked. And you people are tripping, falling, slipping, you know. You people are not paying attention to what's going on. You ain't even looking down. When you walk, what do? You look ahead, and there might be a fucking, you know what I mean, you got the bumps in the middle of the road, and you might walk and trip over one of them motherfuckers, man, because you ain't looking down, man. Paying attention. Not only are you supposed to look up, but you're also supposed to look down so that way you don't step on shit. So, so that way you don't trip, Yeah. And you people are so stupid, you keep your hands down to your side when you trip. You smack right on your fucking face, man. Yeah. Hey, the Lord Yahweh Shema is going to let you people die, man. He's going to give you judgment. As far as the elect that are predestined to make it through that time, like it says. Matter of fact, I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna grab this. In Revelation, the 3rd chapter, is the Lord Yahweh Shema tells you he's going to keep his elect, man. Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, there's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because we have been multiplying that talent that the Lord Yahweh gave us, that pound that he had given us. It says what? I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation. And you go into that word keep, it goes into the Hebrew word shamar, right? Which goes into what? To guard, to protect, to keep watch over. Hey, the Lord Yahweh is going to protect us, man.
I want to grab it in the pretty heavy.
Right, go ahead.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10 again in the NLT. It says, because you have obeyed my command to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to the world.
Wow, man. and guess what? Those that belong to the world, they're going to fail, man. They're going to fail. And they're going to be all bowed down to the slaughter, man. But again, those that belong to the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai, and they're going to make it through. Because again, he's going to protect us. He's going to keep us in those times. He's going to guard us in those times, man. That's why it tells you in 2nd Ezra 16 chapter, the 73rd verse, it says, then shall they know who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold is in the fire. Right, man. Because at them times, the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai is going to show that miracles are going to happen, man. Yeah. You people don't understand. Esau Edom puts these superpowers and miracles, in these movies, and you people, you watch them so much that you're like, oh, okay, no, this is stuff that happens in a movie.
Make believe.
Yeah, it's make believe. It don't happen in real life, man. Hey, well, you people are going to be dumbfounded, man. You're going to be dumbfounded and confounded because of what's going to happen. The Lord Yahweh is going to raise that standard, which it goes, when you look at that standard, it goes to what? Put to flight, man, He's going to give, hey, the brother's always talking about flying, man. Yeah. Hey, I want to get, what is it, telekinesis, man? Where you can move stuff with your mind and stuff like that, man. Hey, and I had a dream, just to go into it, man. I had a dream last night. I always have a bad dream, and I woke up an hour before my alarm went off for work. I had a couple bad dreams, man. I had to rebuke them in the name of Yahweh Shah. I rebuked them. Now, I just sat there and say, Yahweh Shah, give me good dreams, man. And then I laid back down, man. I was already laying down, but I closed my eyes, and Yahweh Shah gave me this dream of me and my family, it was basically it was like a time of famine. It was time of Esau Edom coming down, and he made it around, and we're basically trying to escape, trying to find food, water. We only had like a pack of crackers, like graham crackers or whatever. What I don't know exactly what kind of what kind of crackers, just like a small pack of crackers, And there's like five of me, there's six, within my family, my immediate family, there's six of us, right? So like, the crackers wouldn't have done anything. And then we have one bottle of water, so we're going around searching for shelter, food, and water, and it's nighttime at this time, right? And as we're walking, Yahweh Shai puts a vision of me seeing a bunker, before the times really start to hit, like in this time, before the times really start bad, and you had people building up a bunker, right? And there was 2 or 4 solid metal beams that were like 60 feet long, right? And they built the basement, the top of the beams being the top of the basement, right? And the whole basement was concrete, top of it, bottom of it, right? And it was a good like 25, 30 feet by 25, 30 feet all the way around. It's a square, perfect square. And these people were building it up, man. And for those that have seen Lucy, the movie Lucy with Scarlett Johansson, you go to the end where she's sitting in that chair and she goes through time, and people are building up and taking down, all these structures, like fast forwarding. You know what I mean? They're building up and it's fast. That's how it was in the vision he gave me in my dream, right? So I had like a vision within a vision. It's crazy, man. And the Most High told me where it was at. He was guiding me to where it was going at. So right when I came to, hey, I led me and my family over to where that bunker was. And before we got there, something had happened to where people, that there was a hurricane and an earthquake and stuff like that, and tore down the house and rattled that that basement, because he also had a tree that fell, and he made like the branches on the tree to be like steel, and it poked through the cement of the bunker and made a hole, big ass hole. And people were coming and I guess trying to take the bunker. The women and the children, or the children were dead. They like got killed. I don't know how they got killed. I'm assuming like by gun or whatever it may be. They were all in the bunker and they were fighting people that were trying to get in the bunker. And the woman, she got injured because it was a man, a woman, and 2 children, right, in the bunker. The 2 children were dead. The woman was injured, and the man was the only one that was there, and he had a gun. And it was nighttime again, and the Most High, they had lighting in there. Most High turned all that lighting off, right? And me and my family ended up coming up to the bunker, and I tell because we look down in the bunker, we can't see shit. I tell my family, to wait here, and I jump down into that bunker, just as a regular protect my family, right? Because they were up there while I was inside the bunker, and the bunker was all trash, man, and I can't see shit, I pray to Yahweh I said, Yahweh help me, so I can see. And I close my eyes and open my eyes, just one blink, all of a sudden I can see in the dark. I can see heat ray. I have heat, like thermal vision, nocturnal vision, and thermal vision. So I can see body, and see through things, That's amazing, man. Just thinking about that, man. Because that's gonna happen to brothers too, man. And what happened was after I closed my eyes, opened my eyes, my vision was changed. I was able to see the man in the corner. He didn't know where I was because he couldn't see, so he was just firing off. And the Most High gave me what? Super speed. I kind of like zoom, and popped up in front of him, killed him. You know what I mean? And then I heard some screaming. My family was screaming, and I look up. I can see through the ground and see that there was a dude coming at my family with a gun, right? And he's closing in on him. I like, super speed again, zoom, all the way back up to the hole, and I jumped out. And like leaped like Hulk over my family and landed in between my family and the dude that was pursuing them, and he shot his shotgun, boom, and it just hit my chest and nothing happened. So the Most High gave me that super speed again, zoom, killed that dude, and then I, lowered my family down into the bunker. The Most High turned the lights on and we were able to eat, man. You know, we were able to eat. We had shelter. We had water. You know, we were good, man. That's what the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah is going to do to the elect, man. You know, and I believe, you know, me and the brother believe that was a vision that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah had given us.
Yeah.
You know, but that's what's gonna. I mean, you know,
yeah.
brothers have, you know, different accounts and stuff like that, man. You know, them and their family or whatever it may be, you know. But then this is what's gonna happen. This is what's gonna happen to us, man. You know, or will we be part of the elect? Hey, this stuff is gonna happen to us, man.
Right. I got two. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 1 and verse 37. For with the Most High, nothing shall be impossible.
Nothing, man.
Nothing, man. No barriers are gonna get in the way, man. All right, Yahweh Shema Shah is gonna do things for us, Lord. We're gonna get the elect. Or in the moment we're gonna be like, damn, like this really just happened. And when you go into our house of Peter, going into that prison, the angel came in the middle of the night, slapped him up out of his feet, took those chains off, told him to come with him, follow him, man.
Right.
And the point being, you know, Apostle Peter was being led to the front gate to leave. He said that he thought he was in a vision. He thought he was in a dream, man.
Right.
And he came to his senses, like, look, the angel of the Lord is with me, man.
Right.
You know, Yahweh Shema Shah is going to marvelous things for us, man. But it starts up here in your mind, especially your faith, man.
Right.
As El Yashua always said, man, faith provokes spiritual things.
Yeah, man.
Faith provokes miracles, man.
Yep.
It's gonna for you to believe in the impossible, for the impossible to be done, man.
Or even then, it's gonna take for you to be in a situation that you believe or you think is impossible for your belief to take over for Yahweh Shem Shah to ultimately do miracles, man. You know, because then again, in a situation that looks like there's no way out, and you hold fast to your faith, and that faith right there, again, is going to have the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah doing those miracles, man, because you believe in him. You know, it says what? In Jeremiah 17, I think 7 or 7 and 17, you know, hey, blessed is the man who trusteth in the Lord and whose hope the Lord is, man. Right. And so you're going to be blessed, man. You know, it's big, man. Crazy shit. Yeah. The crazy shit is going to happen, man, here soon, man. You know, this is what we got to look forward to, man.
Yeah, this is our future, man. And Lord, we're going to be elect. That's why Scripture talk about get diligent to make your calling and election sure.
Right.
I just have to be consistently being on fire for the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, man. He go actions away, not lip service, but action, man. Very important, especially in this time, man. We understand what time we're in. High time to wake out of sleep.
Right.
We understand that all of these prophecies are about to come to pass. You know, Lord willing, here sooner than we hope for. All right, so what mentality do we have to have? What manner of person ought we to be? All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 2, and verse 6, back to the brother. It says, believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, trust in him. You see in Psalm 62nd chapter, the 8th verse, it says, trust in him at all times.
Right.
There's going to come times where your faith is going to put to a test to the point where you're like, man, I don't see no way out of this. Hey, all I'm going to do is pray. That's all I can do. If I would show you how much I can out of this, that's really all I'm going to be able to do in some situations. The Lord's he's gonna put us right there to see what we do. All right, because that's why Scripture says, to him that faith in the day of adversity is strength is strong. You know, so when these days come, you can't sit there like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man. You start to hope. You know, you start to actually doubt the Lord, Yahweh Shah. You go to underestimate his power. Again, nothing is impossible. His power is infinite. Yeah. It has no limit. Just imagine that, man. Really meditate on that. His power has no limit.
Absolutely none.
You know? And that's who you believe in, man. And that's who's going to be helping you in these times to come, man. His power is unlimited. All right? It says, believe in him, and he will help you. Order that way of right and trust in him.
Right.
See, that's what we have to do. All right? If you want to grab, you got a precept? You get Isaiah 54, verse 17. You know? Because when you go into the account of our forefathers, like Samson, for example, man, took out 1,000 Philistines for jawbone of an ass.
Yeah.
Okay, you think about something like that. Imagine seeing 1,000 men coming up against one man, and all he has no armor. He just has the jawbone of an ass donkey, and he slays all of them. Man, imagine seeing that. Imagine how great that would be to witness something like that, man. But imagine actually being Samson in that moment and doing that.
Right.
You know. Imagine doing that.
And after all that, all he wanted was water.
And all he wanted was some water. And get this, the same jawbone that he used to slay those men, the Spirit of the Lord, the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him.
Right.
That same jawbone that the Lord gave him to use, the Lord made a hollow point and made water come out. Right. You know? Just think about that. Oh, man. Call Allah, Yahweh. This is who we serve, man. We know who we serve. We know who we worship.
Right.
Okay? That's why we take the truth so seriously, man. Yeah. The Lord is to be feared. We understand that if we don't fear him, we're going to be in the same situation in the earth, man.
Right.
Ooh. Right. No defense. All right?
Right. These people, they more and more every day, they're proving that they don't fear the Lord, man.
Every day.
You know? And the Lord sat there and said, "Fear ye not me." Right. You know? Matter of fact, I want to grab that before I grab this. The Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai straight up said, "Fear ye not me."
How are you not gonna fear him, man? You know?
You know? This is Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 21. It says, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding." And that goes into you fucking you 2/3, man. Y'all have none understanding. Y'all wise to do evil, but to do good, you have none understanding, man. You know? And you people are fucking simple, man. You know, scriptures say, "How long will you simple ones love simplicity, and ye foolish love foolishness," man. Come on, man. And you people are dumb as hell, man. We're out here giving you the words of life, man. Right. Be it through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Again, the only way that we're able to do this. We're out here giving you the words of life, man. We're giving you the doctrine of life. Yeah. And you people don't want to walk therein, man. You people want to, you want to constantly go about being a part of this world, man. Yeah. Which is that broad and wide path which leadeth unto destruction, man. You know? Right. He said, "Hear now this, O foolish people, and without understanding, which have eyes and see not, and have ears and hear not." Right? You people don't understand. And no matter what we bring out, you people don't understand it, man. You know? And because the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai is not dealing with y'all, man. You know, y'all are over here calling him God, and we're telling you that God is his title, and you don't even have the spirit to sit, or the knowledge or the diligence to seek out what his name is, man. Yeah. You people don't care, man. Hey, God means what? Ruler, king, and a judge, man. That's a title. Lord is just a title. What is his name? You know, his name was his son's name. Exactly. Proverbs 30:4, man. You know? And so it's up to you to figure out the things, man. But you people don't want to do that. You people want to be simple. You people want to be lazy. You people want to be slothful, you know? And that's going to lead to your downfall, man. You know, you got the dragon over here having the dragon on his leg, man. You know? It tells you exactly who he is, man. Yeah. You know? Come on, man. It says, verse 22, here's the point. It's the Most High speaking directly. It says, "Fear ye not me?" The Most High asking you, you don't fear me? It says, "Will ye not tremble at my presence, which hath placed the sand for the bound of the sea by perpetual decree, that it cannot pass? And though the waves thereof toss themselves, yet can they not prevail. Though they roar, yet can they not pass over it." And so the Most High is telling you about something that he had created. The Most High is telling you, okay, you got the sand. The sand is literally, like it says in Proverbs.
Are you straight on mine? Are you straight right now?
How you gonna be worried about what we're streaming and not what we're talking about? Man, people are dumb as hell. You know? How about you ask us what we're talking about, man? What does it fucking matter? No, he wanted to get in front of the camera, man. You know? And that shit wasn't gonna happen, man. You know? But anyways, the Most High is telling you, you know, like I said, he told Esau Edom went, Job 14:5, he has bounds that he cannot pass. And well, the Most High has given boundaries to everything, man. Even to the waves, he's telling you that he created a boundary. Though you got 70 foot waves in the middle of the ocean, hey, guess what? When you go all the way up to the beach, the water can't pass the sand. Right, it gets to a certain point and then it goes back. Right.
Why does it do that? Well, you just found out today.
The Most High is the one that created that. He created all things. Like it tells you in Sirach, the 18th chapter, the 3rd verse, it says, all things obey his will. Yeah. Hey, so if the Most High don't want us to pass the sand, hey, guess what? You damn sure believe that you should believe that the water is not going to pass that damn sand. And matter of fact, there's no way you can't. There's no way you can't believe it. Why? Because the Most High is showing you. He's straight up showing you, that the Most High. Come on, man. The Most High. When it comes to, like the brother brought out in Luke 1:37. Hey, there's nothing with the Most High. There's nothing is impossible, man. That proves that His power is limitless, but you people don't care, man. Therefore, what, man? when the Lord Yahweh Shai brings forth his weapon, his sword, Esau Edom, hey, it's gonna tear you motherfuckers down, man. You know? This is basically speaking on, for the elect, man. Talking to the elect for the elect. This is Isaiah chapter 54 and verse 17. It says, no weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn. This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, that's right. Point out with no weapon that is formed shall prosper. Okay, because again, when Esau comes in, man, that's what he's gonna use. As we've been saying throughout, the entirety of the lesson, man, is the sword, man, his blessing.
Well, it's like, if I may add, you were just to get your mind working. Hey, Esau Edom is a weapon, man.
Yeah.
he's the left hand weapon of the Lord, man.
Yeah. Right.
Like it says in Psalms the 17th chapter 13th verse, he is the Lord Yahweh Shai's sword, man. So Esau Edom is a weapon, man. So this not only is it talking about carnality, as far as an actual sword or a gun or a bow and arrow. And you got to think about this, in two different ways, man. It's a twofold, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai is not going to have Esau Edom prosper against him, man. And no matter what he does, man, you might get punched in the face, you might have to get bumps, scrapes, and bruises. Hey, but Esau Edom's not going to be able to take your life, man.
Yeah.
Going back to the time of Job, where Satan was able to do whatever he could to Job, take away his family, take away his riches, his substance, his land, everything, but he couldn't take his life, man. Mm-hmm. And that's what the Lord Yahweh is going to do for us, man. Lord, will we be part of the elect, man? It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Just like Magneto has said.
This is my building. You're on my property.
This is public.
No,
We've already talked to the police officers. They said this is public.
Tonight?
Well, you coming over here in our face,
right,
and
right.
telling us what you can back up
Thank you.
because now you're in their spot. No, 6 feet. So you cannot come over here telling us, because you run this spot, that you can tell us to go or not go. We're going to be right here. We're not invading your front area where you're at. We're on public space. So please, if you can not bother us, you can go ahead away.
No, tonight I'm afraid.
Hey man, Esau, man.
I can call the police and have you cited.
No, you can't. No, you can't, because they told us we can come over here.
Tonight
What are
I'm
you
running
talking
an event
about?
for the city of Mesa called Second Friday Night Out. I have an event permit
So
that gives me the right to say who can be here. And
you
who cannot.
cannot control public
All right,
space.
I'll go call.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey man,
It's a public sidewalk.
public
You can't say
sidewalk. What does she control? Like, and that's a pride of Esau Edom, man. That's a pride of Esau Edom, because they truly think and believe that they rule everything, man. Yeah. They don't rule everything. First off, this is the Most High Yahweh Bashem Al Shai's land, man.
Why you gotta come so close too?
Right? She came up in your. She was damn near touching you, man.
Yeah. I didn't look.
She wanted to have her mask on. Well, how about you just give 6 feet, man?
How about you just go back inside and you don't ever come out again? That's why these devils, man. It just goes to show you what spirit she's in.
Right?
She wanted to hurt us.
Oh yeah, over there. If she could have, that's why she called the police, man. You go back in time, and the police were what? The slave catchers, man.
Same badge too.
The same exact badge, man. And what do they do majority of the time, man? If you disobeyed even the slightest, what would they do? They would severely beat you or kill you. Most likely kill you, man.
Yeah. These Edomites nowadays that are still in that proud. But you have some of those that just go way too far, like Karens and shit, man, the gyms, like the Gumpers and whatnot. But when somebody doesn't obey that power, man, they get so defensive. She's calling us defensive. Why are you in my face?
Right.
Hey, that's why when Yahweh puts that spirit of wrath on these devils, hey man, it's gonna be bad. It's not gonna be nice. And we understand that it's not gonna be a cakewalk or playing hopscotch in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. You see, we understand it's gonna be a time for the wrath, man, and indignation being sent forth.
Hey man, the same thing happened over there, man. Just across the street, man. Esau wanted to tell us, we couldn't be here, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Well, hey, guess what, man? They said that we can be on public space and that we can do, we can preach the word as much as we want, man. So how is this damn devil again? Her fucking pride, bro. When she was standing right here, hey, you should have said, bro. She turned red because she didn't get what she wanted. But that's Esau Edom, man. When they don't get what they want, they turn into little ass kids. Just like you go back into Genesis, when he said, when Esau said, "My father doesn't thou have a blessing, for me," and he wept and screamed and cried and kicked his feet and all this other stuff, man. Because he didn't get what he wanted. Yeah. And what did Isaac do, man? Isaac gave him, the blessing of the fatness of the earth, and the blessing wasn't good enough for him, man. Even to this day, it's still not good enough for Esau Edom, man. He'll sit here and try to do everything he can, literally everything in his power, his carnal power, to be able to get that blessing back, but it's not going to happen, man. And only the elect, the 144,000 and the 1/3 of the nation of Israel are the ones that have that true blessing. And the 2/3 are going to have to receive of that blessing after they get destroyed and receive the same punishment as this devil, man.
That's a very the devil is going to get a very bad judgment. It's not going to get great.
Yeah, for us, we're going to see it.
Yeah, for him it's going to be bad. It says in Job 21st chapter, his eyes shall see destruction.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? These devils, if they're going to see the destruction, they're going to deserve every piece of it, man.
Right. It's going to be a glorious destruction, man. Because again, Esau Edom hasn't been punished for what they have done. They've been living lavishly, delicious, everything that they've done. But that destruction is coming. And it's crazy how the spirit went from talking about the times that are ahead, and guess what? We're also talking about the times that are ahead, but for Esau Edom. Yeah. We went from talking about the elect going to be delivered to now Esau Edom is going to be punished, man. Because you had this devil want to come up here and interrupt the men of the Lord, really interrupting Yahweh Shai and his words coming out, man. And that right there, the scriptures tell you when thou comest to the temple of the Most High, and keep thy foot, man. But this bitch wanted to sit here, and excuse my language, man. This, I mean, really, that's what she is, man. But this dog wanted to sit here and come up and try to command us like we're some, regular niggas in the world, man. We're not, man. We're true men up here, man. We don't walk behind our woman. We walk in front of our woman, man. We don't let our woman tell us what to do. We tell our woman what to do, man. Why? Because that's the order of the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. Hey, through the word, through the spirit of Yahweh, is how we are true men up here. And just like Yahweh was, they were all scared just like Yahweh, man. We ain't gonna let no fucking Edomite push us over, man. Especially when we're doing the work of the Lord, man. And what's crazy? Hey, right down the street from here is the police station. She said she was gonna go call the police, but where they at?
Yeah, they can't even like seconds on that when they go there.
Yeah, but now they can't do shit.
Man, because hey, in the Revelation 18 chapter talks about, come out of her my people that you receive not of a plague.
Right.
And the ultimate plague is going into those ICBM nuclear missiles, which are ultimately reserved for these plagues, man.
Right.
This is Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem.
Right.
Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. Right. And their eyes shall consume away in holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. And that's also going to be the case for a lot of individuals, man. So, okay, and 2/3 of our people. All right, so we're here in Babylon the Great. You see, when that little pit referred to the mushroom cloud as a heavy thing rolled together as a scroll, that's actually talking about that mushroom cloud after those missiles hit. And that blast wave, man, that heat wave that's gonna come from those missiles is really gonna incinerate you people on the earth, man. And nobody's thinking about that. People like this one dude was telling me work that America is the strongest nation. And I just asked him, I said, "Do you think World War III will ever happen?" He said, "No." He's like, "America's great." These people literally believe in their mind that America has the strongest army. Well, why is it that you have China that tested a hypersonic missile that can travel around the earth and hit its target, man? And the U.S. tried to do it, and they failed 3 times. There was an article in that same China article with the hypersonic missile where the U.S. said they have no idea how they've got such great technological advances, man. These damn, like it says in Joel the 3rd chapter, man. Put that plowshares into sports.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They're putting forth all their resources, time, and energy into making weapons, man. Which are the indignation of Yahweh Hashem Shai is going to execute on Babylon the Great, and 2/3 of our people are being wicked as hell.
Yeah, man. This is the Lord, man. This is First Thessalonians or Second Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 8. It says, "In flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach."
And I want to say two real quick because it says in First Thessalonians, or not First Peter, or First Timothy, Slacky, the fourth chapter, 17 verse. That's where it says my favorite something here, the house of the Lord God.
Right, 4:17. Yeah.
And then the next verse it says, the righteous shall scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly in the city of fear? And then they'll obey not the gospel. Right? They're going to be in that fire.
It says, verse 9, it says, "Who shall be punished with everlasting destruction from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of his power?" Man. And that's gonna be beautiful, man, because there's gonna be multiple, I guess multiple factors on this destruction, man. You're gonna have the ICBM nuclear missiles, which are gonna have the spirit of the Lord upon them, and then you're gonna have Yahweh Shai, man, coming in that great glory, coming upon those flying upon that great mountain, as it says, and then which is gonna be a chariot of the Lord Yahweh Shai, also called it a white cloud, also called it a white horse, which is symbolic for that pure power that our Lord and Savior is going to come in, man, destroying this place, man. America's done, man, right along with the Edomites, man. This is what's coming, man. And Yahweh Shai gonna come, and all those chariots are gonna be sending down those laser beams, burning the fuck out this damn place, man. And to us, it's gonna be fucking glorious, man. And we're gonna rejoice in them days, man. Why? Because the Lord Yahweh Shai has delivered us from the hands of Esau Edom, and delivered us from the noisome pestilence, man. As it says in Psalms the 91st chapter, he delivered us from what, man? He delivered us from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence, man. So the trap that Esau Edom is setting up to ultimately snag us in, all the way to that destruction, and the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to deliver us, man. And look, they got Jake come over here and tell Jake to move, man. That's how I do. That's how they and going back in time, they said they use the same scripture, which you can see it in the movie 12 Years a Slave, man. They use the same scriptures that we use in today to ultimately turn us against each other. It says a nation that shall be divided against itself shall not stand. And they use that on our people, or well, they didn't tell our people that, but they use that scripture as a tactic to ultimately separate our people into hating each other, man. And this is why this damn devil has to be destroyed, man.
Oh, Jason, you have a moment for me to talk to you guys real quick?
What's going on, man?
What's going on with this lady inside, man?
She tripping, man. We've already been told that we can be over here as well as next to the bank, and she came over here in our face, on camera, literally within inches of this brother right here, and said that, because she's running a business over here, that because she's doing a project with the city, that she was going to have us removed. And we've been told that we can be here in your space. Yeah.
Who was wild? Someone from the city police?
No, the lady that said that she runs right here. She said that she owns this business. She runs the business. And she's running a fair or something for the city of Mesa. So she said she's going to have us removed. I told her you can't because we're on public property. We've been told that we can't. Yeah.
And if you don't mind me asking, I know you guys are over.
No, 2 officers. It was we record all our lives. We were in a situation over there, and another lady came up and was in our camera, in our face. We had another brother with us, and she physically assaulted that brother. And there was like 4 officers that were over there. They said that we can be over here and that we can be over here because we left from that area because there was a lady that was over there that said that we were, I guess, being too loud. Because it was right next to that front door where that gate is, with that green cover over thingy. We were right there, right with the yellow one, right against on the other side of the wall. So we're right in front of the front door, basically. We're not in front of anybody's front door. So we're completely away from, as far as annoying anybody.
Okay. I'm gonna go chat with her, see what she's talking about and whatnot. The only thing you guys overall, you guys are right as far as public portion right here and whatnot.
Right.
But the only thing I would kind of contradict that if she has a permit and say she can use the space or something like that, then it might be different. Which is nothing that I want to make a big deal out of. I would say if you guys could relocate further down or something like that to solve the issue. I understand this is ideal or something like that. Maybe even over there across the street, but if we don't want her off calling that, make it bust over, like that. I understand if you guys are okay with future.
we ain't doing anything illegal, man. I mean, to me, she can play all she wants.
Yeah, I get
You know,
you.
we're not doing anything illegal. You know, we're not moving. So we're done.
You guys seem all right, but not private. I can't. No signs to say nothing about that. I will chat with you. Say down go from there, all right?
All right, cool. Thank you. Cool, bro. Hey, man. What does the Lord Yahweh Shai say, man? He'll make thy enemies at peace. You know, if thy ways please the Lord Yahweh Shai, he's gonna make our enemies be at peace with us.
And that's why it's saying, man, who could be who could argue father and that good, right? And that's going to be heavily applied, Lord willing, when you elect these last days. All right, while chaos breaks forth, there's nothing but tribulation, death, and judgment on all sides. You know, that scripture is going to come into play. Right now, we're following that. Right? You see?
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say that's why it's important, you know, to have good character, man, and always wherever you go, you know, hey, wherever you go, you're representing Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so it's best to, you know, act accordingly, you know, because whenever and really to be, you know, if no one's bothering you, don't be a menace. You know what I mean? Because with that attitude that is taken or that you show to people, hey, that same attitude is going to be given back to you. Like if you go to a restaurant and you're good to the people, you tip them, this, that, and the third, in the time of trouble, the Lord Yahweh Shai, and that could be a miracle that he does, man. When everybody is forced out of the restaurant that don't have the jab and you don't have the jab, and they could sneak her out to the back and ultimately give you something to eat, you know? So this is how these things ultimately play out, man. The Lord Yahweh Shai, he's doing miracles, man.
Yeah, he also works through people as well. So you best believe that's how Yahweh Shai is going to use people to help as well, man.
But yeah, man, you know, like the brother brought out, Luke 1:37, man. You know, for the Most High, nothing is impossible, man. You know, and so and I fully believe that, man. You know, you gotta have faith, man. This is a faith-based doctrine, man. If you don't have no faith, hey, then what are you doing, man? You know, you should really just pack up and go home at that point, man. You know,
yeah. That's the one thing that that's the ultimate goal, man. You know, is for us to reach the finish line, man, to be delivered. All right, you know, in the time when Yahweh Shai brings that great destruction upon America, Babylon the Great, man. We want to be in those chariots, man. You know, brothers with chariots, you know, even in nighttime or even in daytime, some brothers, man. Your brothers that camp in chariots, we want to be in those, man. We still believe that we will be in those. So, Lord willing, you know, Yahweh Shai had mercy on us, man.
Right.
You know,
just Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. Yeah. It says, but he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved, man.
Yeah, when you go into that word endure, it goes to suffer something patient. Mm-hmm. And what are we in? We're suffering in this life. You know, as it says in Ecclesiastes, it's the 3rd chapter. You know, well, it says that it says they love not the life and death in the book of Revelation.
Revelation 11 and 12.
Yeah, man. Everything here is vanity and vexation of spirit. You know, especially when these holidays come around, you see people just turn into whole weeks, man. You know, and that's more funny to me how these people will turn into monsters. You know, spend hours of their day to get dressed up and be somebody else, but they can't be themselves, man. You know.
This is because again, you know, the brother said, you know, suffering, you know, enduring goes into what? Suffering, patience. You know, something, you know, enduring at the end. Yeah. This is Baruch, and the Lord Yahweh Shai says that we're gonna have to suffer. You know. We're going to have to go through these things, and he also wants us in our suffering to be patient and to wait, you know, and to you know, have the expectation of Yahweh Shai coming to our aid. This is Baruch chapter 4 and verse 25. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. And as of right now, hey, we're still under the curse, man. You know, we're still being beaten down. We're still being trodden down. We still have the Edomites over here trying to take control of us and be over us and this, that, and the third, you know. We have all these things happening, you know, and we have to suffer this, man. We have to go through, like it says, for our life affliction is but for a moment, man. So with that in mind, and what do, man? You just take the L on the chin, man. Every day we wake up is an L, man. You know, and we have to take every single last one of those straight to the chin, man. You know, until Yahweh Shai can deliver us, man. And within these days, hey, we're gonna go through a whole bunch of tribulation until that day, like it says in Acts 14:22. It says through much tribulation, you enter into the kingdom, man. You know, you have to go through it, and there's not going to be anything easy about going through what we're going through right now.
That's one thing I want to say too. You know, with that one dude, the bishop from one body in retardation as
Yeah.
they didn't give themselves one body in Yahweh Shai, but really one body in Satan.
Right.
Okay, but one of the bishops in that camp had waited and said that, you know, if you're waiting for Yahweh Shai to come back and wasting your time, that time is so precious and you can live your life with more peace. This is our life, man. Is it not written that, hey, the whole duty of man is to fear the Most High and keep those commandments?
Right.
So what are you talking about, man? So that's why it's many false prophets by the Spirit, man.
Right.
You know, and that's what we're waiting for, man. That's why we endure everything, you know, that we go through until the very end, because we're expecting and hoping for Yahweh Shai to come get us, man.
Right.
That's the end goal.
All right, gents, going to interrupt you for one quick second. Apologies here. So, long story short, they do have an event that happens down here in downtown Mesa called Second Friday. It's basically like they kind of do want to strip over here, whatnot, or post things. She with her art gallery, so she's already have approved with the city of Mesa to utilize this space. I did see the email and whatnot. She even got the sign posted over there. Obviously, I know you guys want to preach your word and whatnot. You guys are free to do that. However, it's have to relocate to another location. She says most of this area along Main Street is going to be taken unless you're on the other side of the center or the other side of the road. Once again, I
Over
don't
there
have.
by the bank's not gonna be taken.
What's that?
Over there by the bank. We've already been told that we can deal with it. Okay. Who is it? You know, we listen to the state or we listen to the state.
Right. Well, she's got
We had
something individually.
Your coworker.
I get you, but they probably
They
didn't know
didn't
the
check.
premise.
So they probably checked over here. We're like, okay, well, yeah, go over there to kind of get rid of the solution. So,
That's
but
okay.
they
I mean,
actually,
we're already almost done.
okay, but no, you guys gotta go now. But we're not gonna sit
We're,
here and wait
we're,
for you.
we're criminals, bro.
No one's making
That's
this a
not what we
criminal.
said,
Yeah,
though.
we're,
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so aggression.
we just got a few. We just got a few more words.
Relax.
That's for like another 5 or 10 minutes. We'll be out.
Unfortunately, her permit starts at 4:30. It's 4:30. Now, I'm already going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. She's going to wind up calling back. We don't want to make it an issue. Obviously, once you guys do what you got to do, you guys have the freedom to do that. Whereas actually make it up.
Man, this was ancient times, man. If us being so-called black, they would have been killed us, man. It would have been
Scott,
ancient times.
I'm a black man talking to you guys. That's completely irrelevant.
Hey, it's not about your skin color.
Well, you just made it about.
I said so-called black.
Well, all right. At the end of the day, guys, hey, it is what it is. You can feel how you want about it. Like I said, if you guys want to take the other side of ropes over there, perfectly fine. Or the other side of center.
On the other side of center,
Yes.
we can't be over there by the bank. Even though nothing is going on.
I realistically will probably say I wouldn't be surprised if there's something
Does
going
her
on.
permit say that it takes up the whole thing?
Yes, so all of Main Street down up and down here for at the second Friday of every month, they have an art show gallery. So
And that takes up right near the bank.
yeah, you can see
Because
where
we've been
the
coming down here for
sign.
months.
Okay, well, I'm telling you, second
Nothing
Friday
takes
of
up
every
the-
month. Okay, I'm telling you what the email said.
Or,
Do it on there.
yeah, whatever.
If you want to buy a property and do your vendor work here, that's perfectly fine, but you gotta pay for it like everybody else.
Hey, that's all right. Y'all gonna get judged, not us.
I get judged every day. Great day.
Hey, yeah, not by the most stuff. I got the camera. Oh. That's all right, man.
Hey,
That's
this
okay.
is what we gotta go through, man. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
you already
saying?
know,
But
man.
if it's for you, how about Shimei Shah, we're gonna do it every time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you had Jake right there. You know, I'm black too. You know what I'm saying? You know, you had wicked Jake, just like in the time of the Maccabees, where they said, "Let us make a covenant with the heathen."
Yep.
So, you know, you had wicked Jakes even in the times of captivity, man, helping Esau catch Jake, man. You know, and that there's no surprise to that, man. You know, so like Scripture say, agree with thy adversary quickly.
And what
So
about down here? What about down here? I mean, she said yes. He said play it safe. We're just gonna finish out right here.
all right, yeah. We don't got too many scriptures, brothers. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know what I'm saying? We just wanted to, close out here soon. So I will finish off what we got.
We just post up. We just post up right here. We got, like I said, like the brother said, man. We only got a couple minutes.
Yeah, we don't got too much longer.
We only got a couple minutes, man.
Say you need to go now.
Yeah. Calm down, bitch. And whip you a fucking Edomite too.
Be my woman at that.
And right.
It's all good though. You know, how about me outside sees all things. The angels are everywhere. That right there, is just more proof, that we're enemies to this world. All right, the times that are ahead of us, the Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be sending out great judgment, man, for all those who came up against us, all right, for all those who have lied on us, man, who have called us evil. All right, You know, all that's getting documented right now. You guys believe there's going to be a judgment and Lord willing a reward for us for enduring it, because that right there is part of enduring. You know, police coming up to you, you know what I mean, trying to pretty much stop the word of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai coming out. You know, the only thing I understood how heavy this was, you know, what's going on, they would actually show some respect. We understand we're not going to give respect until Yahweh Shai puts us and exalts us, you know what I'm saying, over these nations.
Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 10. It says, actually, I'll start at verse 9. It says, blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of the Most High. And were we not giving out peace? Yeah. Are we not making peace? You know? Are we not, we weren't causing a riot, man. We weren't doing anything, that really against the law, man. And I highly doubt that her permit allowed her, to use the whole sidewalk, man. Like as if she owns the whole thing. Man.
It's like she took up this whole little area.
They're talking about all the way down from center down, man. Center's way the hell down there. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. This bitch, I don't believe that she, is running a whole art gallery. He's telling me this one place is using the whole fucking block, or actually a couple blocks for an art gallery.
The thing is, the little store is small, man. Why does she need a whole road like 5 miles down for just a little art gallery? Come on, man.
It's not literally 5 miles, but But yeah, man, like there's no need for that, man. And to have, and it's crazy. We asked to be right here, and the Edomite said that we could be here, but Jake quick back. No, just play it safe. Go down past.
Yeah, you know he got hurt, man. You know what I mean? But
so we're gonna hop in the car, drive down just to do a few more minutes.
Right.
After we already said that we were doing a couple more minutes, and we'll be out of here. But Jake, he really did get hurt. He got hurt by that.
He
man.
said her thing starts at 4:30 and it's 4:31. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Starts at 4:30 my ass, man.
Was there more on that?
Yeah. Verse 10 it says, blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is in the kingdom of heaven, man.
Right, man. They see it.
I was just about to say that was a form of persecution right there. Yeah. As I said before, man, had this been the ancient times, they would have probably killed us back then, man.
Yeah.
They would have strung us up, had this been like in the beginning of slavery, they would have strung us up, they would have killed us, it'd have been different. He wanted to say, which I guess he was right, I did say, so-called black, and he said that he was black, which that's right, he is black, he is wicked. But we're so-called black, man. We're Israelites, man. Yeah, that's why I said that. I said so-called black. You call us black, but he wanted to say that he was black. No, you're on the side of who knows, man. He very well could have been a fucking terror, man. But does he understand that? No, man.
Yeah, as soon as you put that badge on, you're Edomite, man. You're a devil.
Yeah, you're a straight fucking devil, man.
There's no getting around that, man. So regardless of how he feels, the devil, because that's why people say, envy not thy oppressor and choose none of his ways.
Right.
Esau used those slave catch ways, which again is the modern day police, all right, to enslave and catch our people. So if you're ultimately on his side, that's exactly what you would have been doing back in the day.
Right.
That's how you gotta look at it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, what people don't look at things like that, man. All they see is face value. They want to make a change in the world, man. That's not gonna happen. That's not. I mean, just look at Black Wall Street. What were you trying to do there, man? Make a change, make a difference, and better your life. But that's not the will of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right now, we're in curses. Okay. The Most High told us that we will be crushed and oppressed always. So regardless of how you feel, you're still being oppressed. You just don't even know. You're too blind to see it.
Right. Verse 11, it says, blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my name's sake.
Yeah, man, and falsely for my name's sake. You see, we're suffering all these things for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, and it's an honor to do it, man. As we say, it's an honor to do it. All right, we wouldn't want to do anything else. If you want to do something else, you should have done this. All right, you got it.
Last verse. It says, rejoice and be glad, be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
That's right, man. So persecuted they the prophets that were before you, man. So ultimately coming into these times, man, the times ahead of us, it's gonna be a lot of hardships, man. It's gonna be a lot of things that we're gonna be put through that we have to ultimately bear down. You know what? Yahweh Shem Shai gospel, man. That's what it's gonna come down to, because you're not having that mentality, you're gonna be like, the Lord left me, and I don't know what I'm gonna do now. You see, and that right there is a weak mentality. Okay, you gotta put off that weak nature, man. Okay, because as it says in Isaiah 25th chapter, that there's everlasting strength in the Lord. All right, so you need to continuously be praying to Yahweh Shem outside, that He gives you strength, that He continues to build build your faith. All right, put a humble spirit on you. Okay, allow you to become more brotherly. Okay, because all these different characteristics are important for us, man. All right, because in times of trouble, we want Yahweh Shem outside to be with us. All right, we're gonna get persecuted. Hey, we're gonna get persecuted. That's written. You see, but you can't fear that because Yahweh said, if the servant is not greater than the master, if they persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Right.
See, so we're gonna go through it, man. But nevertheless, we have to keep the faith, regardless of what situation we're going through at this time and the times to come. All right, but with that, I don't know if you guys have anything to say. Come, man. Hey, we pray this lesson is edifying to you, brothers, man, sisters, all right, who are out there watching, man. May Yahweh continue to bless and protect you and guide you in this time. And first and foremost, before we end this lesson, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash.
double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, our teachers, Shalom, their brothers out there preaching His truth and our righteousness and sincerity. These blessings, salutations to the elect scattered abroad, being grafted in under the obedience of the truth through the spirit of faith. When we say Shalom, Kwam Yasha'Allah, and Abba Ball, Shalom. Stay strong, man. We're almost out of here.